Hey guys, it's Jane here. I'm just going to do a short video on how you can help your dog sit straighter, especially if they've got a bit of a lazy sit, or even if your dog doesn't walk in a straight line. They tend to have their back end away from you. This is a great technique that I learned. It's a skill that I learned when training guide dogs to help them walk in a straighter line and have a straighter approach to a down curb, which is one part of their job. But this is a great way to reconnect with your dog in that it involves quite a bit of touch, so your dog has to be used to having a certain touch, especially on its back end, on that muscle on the back end. So with any objective that you have, and in this case it's a straight sit, it's all about working towards that in baby steps, but also to teach this new skill in a safe place, which for most dogs is in their home. And when they're in a safe place, a dog will learn quicker and better and deeper, as long as you're applying the necessary teaching skills. Okay, so have a look. Any questions, write them in the comments box below and let me know your thoughts. Yeah. And what it is that you use the back of your hand to just lean slightly into the muscle and push. Can you see him moving there? Okay. And as I push, he moves away, and as I just release, he comes back into a stand. Now if I ask him to sit, there, you can just keep your hand there to keep the butt straight. Okay, good boy, that's an excellent sit. That's an excellent sit. You're a superstar. Okay, and we'll see how that goes. But it does take time for your dog, especially working on the back end. Some dogs, a lot of dogs are sensitive, because that's where dogs hold their anxiety as well as the mouth, so they can be quite tight in their muscles. So when you're stroking, this is really nice, buddy, thank you. Oh, come here, sweetie, come to here. Good. Stand. Oh, good sit, but I'd like you to stand. Can you upstand? Upstand. Come on. Good boy, excellent. Good boy. Do you see what I mean? With this technique, what it enables you to do is, that's the dog's flank, that muscle on the side of its back leg. With the back of your hand, just press into that muscle very, very gently. And unless the dog's really bodily sensitive, in which case you will be doing touches beforehand, well in advance, to get the dog comfortable. When you push slightly against your hand, you will find that your, in this case my left hand, is resisting slightly to keep it steady. Rather than going like that, which some dogs may do if they're overly bodily sensitive, gently press in with the back of your hand, and as they start to push back, just bring your hand closer to you so that my left hand comes closer to my right. Do that again there so you can see. That's your dog's back muscle, that's your hand. And again, it's going to be like this because you're going to be taller than the dog. I'm just doing it like this because it's comfortable for me. That's your dog, that's your hand. You stroke down their back, down their back to that muscle, held your hand there, push very, very gently. Just think about a centimetre push, that's all you need. They resist the push slightly, it's a soft resist, and as they push back into you, you bring your hand back towards yourself. And what happens is, can you see my hand coming with my right hand? Okay, and that's all you're doing, is you're pushing slightly, they're resisting, and as they resist, you very gently move your hand back a centimetre and you help them straighten up. Okay, it's about, you're giving information to the nervous and sensory systems to change the way the muscles are working, to change the way the dog is moving in its gait, and that takes time to adjust and to develop.